So how are we? I myself am feeling pretty good because it's September, and in my mind I'm pretty sure September is the beginning of autumn, and if it's not, I treat it that way anyway. Autumn is my favourite time of year. I get to wear jumpers, I drink loads more coffee. I do enjoy a pumpkin spice latte because I am basic, but that's okay. I like it. It's a good flavoured syrup and I enjoy it. And even though today is a pretty hot day and it's about 24 degrees where I currently am, I'm still in a jumper. I'm still treating today like it's autumn. I've got my coffee. I've got it in my adorable autumnal cup, and it's got a little witch on. And this is my favourite mug I own. I got this from TK Maxx a couple years ago, and it is my favourite mug, and I go to TK Maxx every autumn because they always have like autumnal / spooky decor, and I love it. I'm obsessed. But either way, that was far too long of me telling you how I am, so how about I actually tell you what this video is instead. So in today's video, to celebrate the fact that we are now in autumn, I am making a video of 5 crochet tutorials which are free on YouTube. I'll link them all in the description and have text above me so you can know what they are, of crochet tutorials that I'm hoping to maybe do this autumn, or maybe you yourself will like to give them a try. Some are a little bit more spooky, some are just more autumnal, and yeah, I'm hoping to at least get one of these patterns done this autumn, as well as many other patterns I want to complete. But maybe you can take some inspo from this video. Maybe you'll see a tutorial for something and go, oh, that's nice, but actually it's made me think of creating this, and who knows, it'll just be a bit of a fun video, get to chat, I tell you a bit about what I want to do, maybe it inspires you, and in the comments you can let me know like if you have any particular tutorials you want to follow this autumnal period. So the first tutorial I'm sharing with you guys is a crochet ribbed beanie by VivCrochets here on YouTube, and I do have quite a few beanies myself, to be fair, and my husband has quite a few beanies, but there's just something different about crochet beanies and seeing the people you love wearing the beanies that you've made that just makes me happy. So I'm hoping to potentially make some more crochet beanies. I have made crochet beanies in the past, and the last one I made just had a lot of bunching at the very top, and this pattern specifically avoids that bunching that you get at the top when you make beanies by using slip stitches to kind of decrease the width at the top that you sew together and pull to make the top of the beanie. So I might give this beanie a bit of a try and see if my beanies come out a bit neater, because yeah, the last beanies I've made, they've just really had a lot of bunching and they've been really thick and like heavy at the top of my head. But I'm hoping that this pattern will avoid that issue. It does look like a pretty good pattern from, I've watched the video myself, and it does look pretty good. So yeah, crochet beanies, they are always autumnal in my opinion, and they're also great for winter. So even if you are thinking don't want to make that now, you can always make them in winter when it's cold outside. I was gonna say when it's all snowy and beautiful and outside, but we don't get snow where I am, or we get snow, but we normally get snow more in like early spring. Maybe where you are it snows quite often, but in the UK it's a bit hit or miss. We never know if we're gonna get snow until it's there, and then you're like, oh, well, I can't pull out my drive now. So the next tutorial I have to share is a granny square cardigan tutorial by Alt Knots, and Alt Knots is one of my favorite YouTubers, like crochet, to watch on YouTube because she's alternative and I think she always looks so cool. She's got her own, I think she refers to her like yarn stash and craft room as her yarn dungeon, and I just love that. I always enjoy watching her content, and I have been eyeing up this cardigan for a while, wondering if I'm gonna make it. I know a good couple years ago there was a trend going around of granny square cardigans, I think specifically from the Harry Styles cardigan, so not granny square cardigans but patchwork cardigans. And this tutorial it's still patchwork but following with granny squares. And the one she's made that she shows at the beginning of the video and at the end as well has like a dual coloured effect yarn with a black border, I believe, and I just think it looks really cool and looks pretty spooky. And I just love all of her tutorials that she brings out with specifically for wearables, because I feel like they're wearables that I'm actually gonna wear. A lot of the time I'll make like crochet tops and pieces that are cute but they're not really my style, so a lot of alt knots tutorials are genuinely items of clothing that I'm gonna wear, which just makes me appreciate it even more, the process of making the project, as well as actually being able to get the love and use out of it. So I've never made a granny square slash patchwork cardigan before, so maybe this year is the year that I make one. Who knows, but if I do decide on making a patchwork cardigan, then this will be the tutorial that I'm using by Alt Knots. So the next tutorial is this adorable little squishy pumpkin by One Cent Crochet here on YouTube, and I love this pattern for the sole reason it is no-sew and it's quite like clear. I love all of the patterns that One Cent Crochet comes out with. This one only came out I think like maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's just adorable. It's a little pumpkin fella, and I'm thinking maybe if I make him I can pop him in my desk and I can have a little desk friend while I'm working. With this being a no-sew pattern, the way it works is you begin at the top down and you begin with the stalk of the pumpkin, and then as you create your stalk you then change colour yarn to the orange or whatever colour you want for your pumpkin, and you start increasing and making the body of your pumpkin. And you can choose to add a little face, which if I did make this pumpkin I would definitely be adding a face, because the little face eyes on all of these crochet plushies are so cute, and I've got loads of safety eyes in my yarn boxes which I can use to make this plush. So if I do make a little pumpkin friend, he will be having an adorable cute little face. So if you want to make a little pumpkin friend too, then again, tutorial will be linked below by One Cent Crochet. Just gotta have a quick coffee break. I've recently switched back to having Coffee Mate in my coffee rather than milk, and it's good. It's really good. I love Coffee Mate in my coffee. Coffee Mate's just like a coffee whitener, but a branded version, and it just makes it taste so much creamier. Because we don't have like coffee creamer in the UK. Well, we might actually. I know America has like coffee creamer. We might have that in the UK. I've never personally seen it myself, but we do have Coffee Mate, and Coffee Mate is to die for. I love it. And the fact that I've now got Coffee Mate in my house and I'm using Coffee Mate in my coffee rather than the milk that I used to use, I may or may not be drinking a lot more coffee than I potentially should, but shh, don't tell my husband. I'm joking, he don't mind. So speaking of coffee, the next crochet tutorial I have to share is a crochet coffee cup cozy. So as I said earlier and in my last video, one of my favorite things to do around autumn, or just in general, but specifically in autumn because it's just a lot nicer to be outside, is walking around my local lake that I have near my near where I live, and having a cup of coffee from the little coffee stand place that they have there. But sometimes when they make the coffee it's really hot, and obviously coffee's meant to be hot, but sometimes if I don't have gloves on then it's like scalding hot and it can it's too hot to hold. So a crochet cozy would fix that issue, as well as just not forgetting to bring my gloves. But sometimes it's too warm to wear gloves but you still want your coffee for the cute walk around the lake. So a crochet cozy for my coffee cup would solve that. I did do a video because I was going to make a crochet cozy for ice cream, because ironically ice cream makes your hands cold, and that's what I took on holiday with me when I went away on holiday, but I never ended up having any time to crochet. So adding onto the huge list of items I want to crochet, I still want to crochet an ice cream cozy, but now I'm also adding to that list a coffee cup cozy. The coffee cozy tutorial is by Ophelia Talks, again here on YouTube, link below and on screen. And if I was to make a coffee cozy, thankfully I'd only need to make one because my husband does not enjoy coffee like I enjoy coffee. Like, I will drink coffee and he can't stand the smell of coffee, so he'll like smell the coffee on my breath and he won't say anything because he's like, I say he's polite, he's not polite, but he loves me, so he's not going to say anything and be like, ooh, you stink of coffee, but he'll give me a kiss. Then like in his head I know he's like, ooh, just had to deal with the smell of coffee, but he braces it because he ain't gonna stop giving his wife kisses just because she's drinking coffee. Okay, where were we? So the last tutorial I have to share is a little crochet baby ghost by the Mary J, and I have actually made these little baby ghosts before, and I tried to look for them for this video so I could show you, but I want to make more because they make adorable little decor, like Halloween nod decor. Gosh, words. I feel like every video I make there's always one word that just isn't wording. Crochet decor for Halloween to have around the house, and I just think they're really cute and really little adorable crochet baby ghosts. And this tutorial is super easy to follow. There is sewing involved, but not too much because you only really have to sew on the arms, and it's not too bad. If you're making loads of them, then maybe it gets a little bit annoying because I don't know, I feel like most people who crochet hate sewing their crochet, or I don't know, I'd say maybe it's just me, but it's definitely not just me because there's like 7-8 billion people on this planet, so it can't just be me. But I absolutely hate when it comes to sewing crochet projects, like even when it comes to granny squares and having to sew them together. Hate it. I mean, I'll do it, but I don't enjoy it. I just want the project to be finished with, so I'll just get it over and done with, but it is not an enjoyable task, I can tell you that much. But this little ghost, you only got to sew on 2 arms and it's not that bad, and considering how adorable they are, it's worth it. So I'm potentially going to be making more of these this year. I think it'd just be cute to have some more of them plopped around the house during the autumnal season, and a little nod to Halloween. So out of all of the crochet tutorials I have shared with you today, I think the one I want to do the most this season is the ribbed beanie, because I want to see if doing the slip stitch at the top really does help with the bunching that I always seem to get whenever I make beanies. So that is going to be my personal top #1 of crochet projects that I want to do this season. For anyone who is still watching my video, thank you very much, and let me know in the comments what your favourite season is and why. Mine, as stated several times in this video, is autumn. Love autumn. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I truly enjoyed sharing my crochet hopefuls with you for the autumn season. If you haven't already, it would be very much appreciated if you could hit the little subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And wherever you are, whatever time of day, I hope you are doing well. Bye!